now, like we're doing that. So anyway, oh shit, I'm gone. Oh, it doesn't work.
It literally disappears.
It literally does disappear. But greetings and salutations, everybody. Hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. And thank you for joining us in our little chateau.
Yeah.
Shitto, more like.
Oh no, that's not our best. That's not our best chateau, is it?
No, it is.
3 others.
Yeah. They're our getaways.
Yeah, this is our backup chateau.
This is our backup chateau.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, greetings and salutations, everybody. Hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. And thank you for joining us for another live stream. This is the first proper movie live stream I think we've done of 2024. So
yeah, but I think it's 2025.
Oh shit, it is. Yeah. Oh wait, it's the first live stream of 2025. I thought I did a few last year. We did a few.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, first live stream of 2025 for Movie Chat 1. So thank you all for joining on this very special Sunday night live stream where we're going to be talking about all things movies, TVs, whatever you like.
Yeah.
So be sure to leave plenty of comments and questions in the comments section and we'll get back to you. Ask us anything you like. So yeah, tonight it's me, Pete, Playtendoguy, and I'm joined by...
Bang the table. You got that Batman in.
What?
Or whoever it is. We've got a special guest.
Well, we've got a special guest and he's flying in and it's Jamie Batman.
Yeah.
You say hello.
Hello.
Hello, Jamie. And I'm joined as always by the wonderful Amy.
Hello.
And I'm also joined by Ryan as well.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
And we'll also be joined by Justin very later on. He's currently tucking...
Very later on.
A little bit later on. He's currently tucking into his tea. So,
oh, is he?
I'm interested to hear what he's had for tea.
Yeah, we'll find out. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. But anyway, before we get into the comments and questions, as always, I like to ask on this stream, so what are some of the things that you've watched recently, be it TV shows, be it film, whatever? Do you want to go first, Ryan?
I am at the top, so I might as well get it done and done with. So last week I saw about 4 films at cinema. I saw Revenge of the Sith on the big screen. Absolutely. I went to see Revenge of the Sith on the big. Are you gonna shut up? I'm on a live stream. God, does it sound like a porn movie to you? Wow, go away, man. Right, I can hear feedback. Right. So this week I went. I'm getting confused now. Right.
I think we'll get feedback from. You think?
Right. So this week, last week I went to see Revenge of the Sith on the big screen. Absolutely, really fantastic. Seeing Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi finally got the high ground, which everyone will remember the famous scene. Also went to see Until Dawn, which I thought was a whole pile of shit. And also I went to see Raiders of the Lost Ark, and also went to see Thunderbolts as well. So that's what I watched last week.
Very good. Awesome selection of stuff there. So Thunderbolts, do you think it's the best MCU film of Phase 5 and 4?
I would say it's one of the better movies of Phase 5. That's what I would say. It wasn't boring. I really enjoyed it, and there was a lot of things within the film because it does touch on about loneliness, mental health, and everything. I thought that was a brilliant element for that. So it fit very well for those side of here, for that side of like basically nobodies, which there will be. So I thought that was a very interesting element to go for, and I think it's a perfect end for Phase 5. But I want to say it's the best movie of the MCU. If you look at all the good stuff, you're looking before 2019. That's when Marvel was good, which I would say. So that's my opinion on that.
That's a really good selection of stuff there. What you watched there, Ryan. Very nice eclectic mix of movies. So, Jamie, what have you been watching recently?
How far back? Because it's been like we haven't done a stream since last year, have we?
Well, give us some of your highlights of the past 6 months, then, mate.
So, Captain America: Brave New World. I did not like it. I thought it was just pretty. Yeah, it was just. The thing, I'll only be quick on this. The thing is, with Brave New World, that film could have been really good. And when I watched it, I think it would have worked so much better as a Disney Plus TV show. You could have got 6 to 8 episodes easily, and then bring out the massive twist where Harrison Ford is the Red Hulk. But the thing is, they revealed that in the trailer, and in the film, we only get Red Hulk for like 20 minutes.
If that.
Because the film's an hour, the film's 2 hours, and we got the Incredible Hulk, the Red Hulk, in about an hour and a half. And I was like, yeah. So, yeah, it would have worked so much better as a Disney TV Plus. So, I watched Sinners.
Oh, we haven't seen that, so no spoilers.
Yeah,
that's true.
I really enjoyed Sinners, but I think it was quite hyped up. And then last Friday night, I watched Revenge of the Sith for its 20th anniversary, and Revenge of the Sith is just an absolute masterpiece. And as much as I am shocked to say this, that people think it's shocking, I'll take Revenge of the Sith over the original trilogy.
That's not too shocking.
Some people think it is, but Revenge of the Sith on the big screen, it's perfect. It is so goddamn perfect. You can't beat Revenge of the Sith. And I think that's about it. There's been nothing really that good out, to be honest. Oh, and I've watched Bridget Jones's About a Boy, which I've seen twice, and I've really enjoyed that. And I think that's about it.
A lot of people do enjoy that. Yeah.
But the worst film this year so far is Brave New World. And, Thunderbolts was amazing. But the thing that makes Thunderbolts work, it's the mental aspect of mental health.
Mm.
If they didn't approach the mental health situation aspects, that wouldn't have been a good film. But the mental health and fighting your inner demons worked, and it was really good.
Oh, I'm glad
and
to
then,
enjoy
I'm not going to spoil anything, but we get 2 credit clips. The first one's your average comedic role, just a little comedian one, and then we get a 3-minute credit clip, which I thought was a bit underwhelming because I wanted more, but it was okay for what it was.
It was the longest post-credit scene, weren't it? 3
Oh
minutes.
God, yeah, but can't really say too much, but I think I wanted more because I thought it was going to be like I thought there was going to show like Doctor Doom and stuff like that, but it's not.
No, but that's good to hear that you enjoyed it, Jamie.
And I think that's about it.
Great stuff there, brilliant stuff. Hey, Justin, how are you doing?
Oh yeah, sorry I'm late. It's everything panic here, and I couldn't remember how you got the camera to show you the right way up and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Okay. Just been out today to Portsmouth Comic Con, which is why I've been running late today. So
very nice. Did you see anybody cool?
No, but that was the only thing that I didn't like about it. Was that I checked on Friday night. I thought, which day shall I go? I got a ticket that meant I could go both days if I wanted, but I knew I probably wouldn't go down both days. I'd only go down one. So I checked on Friday night as whether or not they had some of the guests only coming one day or the other. And it said that all the guests were going to be there both days, but in actual fact, I decided to go on the Sundays. But I got there today and found out that the person I wanted to see was only there on the Saturday, which is annoying. That was Chris Barry from Red Dwarf, etc.
Oh, cool. That's a shame.
But they did have Norman Lovett, who was the first Holly, but and I'm sure a lot of people would have appreciated the other guests as well, but it's just a bit disappointing when you specifically go to see, one, and that's the one that they decide that isn't there. So.
But you had a good time nevertheless.
Yeah. Cosplay parades and stuff like that, looking around, just generally been a good time.
Brilliant. So, what have you been watching recently, and Justin?
Not a massive amount of films and whatnot. I'll just bring up my films and see what I've done since the new year.
Since we're on the Comic Con topic, at Liverpool Comic Con today, they had quite a lot of cast there, and Hadrian Christensen was there. And you know how much he was charging for a photo?
£3.50.
£195.
Close enough.
And then there was one actor who was there today, and obviously I really wanted to go, but it was money. James McAvoy.
You'd like to see him, wouldn't you?
I would have lived to have gone, but yeah, it was just I wanted to go, but yeah.
What's your favourite James McAvoy role then, Jamie?
It's got to be Charles Xavier as First Class Charles Xavier.
Great stuff. Yeah, it'd be cool to see Hayden Christensen.
Did James McAvoy pay you to have a photo with him?
No.
No?
Why not? Well, who would pay to have a photograph with me?
With you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
James
McAvoy.
I don't know about that. I think I've got to pay people to have a photograph with me.
Why did you think I said you?
I don't know.
Okay, fine.
I got my words twisted.
That's all right. I was just saying I look like James McAvoy. So
what's your favourite James McAvoy film, man?
None. LA Confidential, because it hasn't got him in it.
Oh, that's good.
Anyone that hasn't got him in it.
Right.
Gladiator, all of them.
All right.
Yeah, Godfather.
Even better.
Yeah.
Well, so Justin, you got your list?
No, my laptop's decided to do it's doing this weird thing occasionally where it decides to send my mouse pointer to the top of the screen every 2 seconds. So I'm having to reboot it. I think it's something to do with it being a touch screen. and
Oh,
where
yeah.
I have to pick it up by holding and pinching the top of the screen, it gets confused sometimes that I'm permanently holding it there.
No worries. Well,
That's-
You can turn that off, though, can't you? The touch
yeah,
screen.
yeah,
I
you
did that
can.
on mine.
Yeah, you can. Well, what we'll do is we'll go through ours first then.
Okay.
Do you want to say yours?
Yeah, but you have to remind me what I've watched.
Well, let me have a look. Well, I'll tell you what I did watch today. I watched Tombstone for the first time. That was really good. That was a lot of fun. Great cast there. You got what's his
James
name?
McAvoy?
Unfortunately
Oh,
not,
right.
but you got Val Kilmer in it.
He's good.
You got Michael Rooker in it. Got James Lang in it. Sam Elliott.
Kurt Russell.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell. Yeah. He's really good in it. It's such a great film. Last night we watched 2 films, didn't we?
Yeah.
We
remember
watched. Do you want to say what we watched?
Yeah. We watched The Truman Show, didn't we?
Yeah. What did you think of
I
Truman
thought it
Show?
was really good. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I've never seen it before. I absolutely love it. I think it's a 5 out of 5 film. I think the film holds up so well. I think the story's so great. I think Ed Harris is great. I think Jim Carrey is superb there. It's a brilliant film, and it's got a lot to say about what TV's like today and what the whole media sort of Hollywood style's like today. Very good film. Very good film. And I think it's got one of the best endings to a film ever.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice ending.
Also, what else did we watch last week?
We watched Clue, the Cluedo movie.
And this was a recommendation on me, even though I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
And what did you think?
I really liked it. I thought it was really funny, and I think Tim Curry is brilliant in it. Possibly one of the best comic performances I've seen in any film.
I think you...
Well, you didn't do it.
Well, no, but
Tim Curry should be bowed.
Yeah, but I did recommend it to you.
Yeah,
I think
true.
you were like, "Oh, Cluedo film."
I never said that. We were going to watch it. We were going to watch Liar Liar, weren't we? But you thought it looked a bit too
Shit.
sickly sweet.
I didn't like the look of it from the opening of it, but I
Mm.
do want to watch it. But I wasn't in the mood to watch that. But I agree with you. Clue's so much fun. I think the ensemble cast, one set, and just works so well. The dialogue is snappy. The jokes are fast, and it's just a lot of fun.
The thing is, Tim Curry, I don't even think has the best lines in it, but he just makes the most out of all of them.
Mm.
I think that's why he's. So
He's got such a great screen presence. He
Yeah.
is very charismatic.
Yeah.
I think all the line delivery is great in it, and I like what they do with the endings.
They played a butler, a transvestite, and a kind from hell. He's got quite a good range as well.
He has
hasn't
got a good range, yeah.
He's our actor of the week.
Actor of the week, even
Yeah.
though we've only seen one film of his
Yeah,
this week.
yeah, that's right.
Did see Thunderbolts. I thought it was fine. It was solid. It's way better than Captain America and Brave New World.
Mm-hmm.
We watched The Monkey. We did a couple of weeks ago.
I thought you were talking about another film
What?
that's got a monkey in it.
Oh no!
For some reason, I was about to say brilliant, but no.
The one from the guy that did Long Legs, The Monkey. We were quite excited to watch it. What did you think?
I thought it was crap. It was just completely forgettable. Long. It was. The story didn't really go anywhere. I just thought it was a real dud, really.
Yeah, it was a real misfire. It was really bad. It was slow paced. It had an interesting opening. The woman who plays She-Hulk's in it. She was good.
Yeah.
But I liked the dark humor of it, but there wasn't much of a story to tell. You could tell it was a short film that was made an hour and a half. It was an hour and a half film that felt like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it had that kind of headless sort of dark humor at the start, didn't it? And it didn't really go anywhere, which was a shame.
We watched American Beauty. I watched that for the first time. Absolutely loved it. Thought it was brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of
I
it?
like that film. Yeah, seen it before.
We watched Good and Bad, the Ugly.
No, we didn't.
No, Once Upon a Time in the West.
Yeah, we watched that, didn't we?
What do you think of that?
Well, it's one of my favourite films. I think it's probably my favourite Western.
I think I might agree with you there as well.
Yeah. I just think it's such a great story, and it's such a, so engrossing. And I think that the lead actress in it is just her performance is so powerful.
Well, I will say Hollywood loves to talk about strong female characters, but I never see her on any list. And it's such a shame because she is a really well-written female character. Strong.
Yeah.
She is. and the soundtrack's one of the best.
Yeah.
I think. I saw the Minecraft movie. It was all right. It was pretty good.
Mhm.
I like the song "Steve Lava Chicken."
The amount of chicken adverts I've seen where they actually make the chicken look like the Minecraft, where they put little squares on it and they pull it off and eat it.
Lava, chicken.
But
So-
can you imagine if they did a Fortnite film and put Jack Black in it?
$1 billion film right
I
there.
can see that happening.
I watched March in Powder. That was actually surprisingly good and very funny.
Yeah.
We watched The Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Mm.
I liked it, but didn't love it.
You didn't even know the ending either, did you?
I guessed it,
You guessed it. Okay.
but I didn't know the ending, but I
Yeah.
tweaked it. We watched Glenn Ross.
Oh, yeah.
5 out of 5 film. Really good. Really good. And we'll end on Better Man. Go see it. Go see it. Whatever you do, go and watch Better Man. It's brilliant.
Go and watch it, yeah. You can't see it at the cinema anymore.
When you
Go
watch,
and buy it.
buy it on Blu-ray, buy it on 4K. Like, I hope they do a limited edition for it. I'd get that.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Better than Rocket Man, I think.
It's the best biopic, and I would say it's easily top 5 films of the past 5 years. It's easily. I think it would have been the film of last year if I watched it last year. It's that good. Wow. We weren't thinking much of the first couple of minutes, and then worked.
Yeah. We don't love Robbie Williams.
No, we don't.
You know.
No. We've been watching Andor.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of that?
I think it's great. You know, it remains the best thing Disney Star Wars has made in a long time, since Rogue One, I think. And yeah, I mean, it's just like, again, I use that word, it's engrossing. You know, you sit there and listen, even if you're doing something else, you just get like dragged into it. You know, unlike other shows at the moment. It's actually got a point to it, and the political stuff is, you know, evergreen, isn't it? It's not going to age like a lot of other things are.
It's the finest thing Disney has churned out Star Wars on.
Churned out. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it is really good. It's like HBO level quality. It's very good. Talking about HBO, we watched Last of Us. It's all right, I suppose, but the source material of the second game isn't great. And you've never played the games, don't really know the story. What's your thoughts?
Questionable decisions made, I think,
in
the show. I don't really get the hype for it either, but I haven't seen the first season. That's also important to say. I've just started watching it because you're watching it.
Yeah.
As zombie things, you know, I love zombie stuff. It's not one of my favorites, but yeah, that's what I'll say.
And one thing we've been watching is Doctor Who.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? As a non-Doctor Who fan.
It's terrible. It's probably the worst thing on telly at the minute. I think, yeah, they need to do something. Something needs to happen. Either they stop it or get someone new in, because it's just not working.
No.
And
Well, it is interesting that the Doctor Who fans themselves have said the last 2 or 3 weeks they've really turned it around and they've smashed it out of the park. So
the past 2 weeks' episodes have been okay. They've been a marked improvement, but last night's episode is one of the worst episodes I've ever seen. It really has kind of just made me not want to watch the series anymore. I think it was so mean-spirited and so un-Doctor Who-like. I didn't feel like I was watching Doctor Who. That is the first time I've ever watched any of this Doctor Who, the new era, that I ain't been keen on, and thought this in Doctor Who. And last night's episode's done it, and I don't feel like I want to watch any other episode now of this new era. I do think it's an absolute mighty fine shame what they've done to it. And I just hope that they do put it on hold, on ice for a few years, and get themselves together and actually write some decent stuff. Past couple of weeks have been decent enough, been good, and that one last week was close to great. It proves it can be done. Take some time off and make it better again. It's not viable.
what do you think about some of the character moments, and do you think they went against?
Well, at the end of last night's episode, the Doctor didn't feel like the Doctor. The things that the Doctor said to this guy was very, very bad and all that, and there was no redeeming this character. But the thing that the Doctor told him, I was like, nah, definitely not. Definitely not. Way too out of character. And again, considering this Doctor is very happy and flamboyant, for him to go very, very, very nasty, nah. Even if it was a different Doctor.
I think if they'd done maybe the one before Jodie, you could believe he could go dark in the same way that in the original series with Hartnell was about to brain someone with a rock because he was inconvenient. But and he was only held back by his companions. But he's only became a nice guy later on. But, modern sensibilities and that.
Yeah, it just didn't feel right at all. It felt so odd.
I can't really judge. I haven't watched this. I'm intending on binging the latest series once I can do that, rather than watching them as I went along. But now,
did you watch the last year's series? Did you watch last year's series?
Yeah, to a certain extent, that says a lot because I'm a diehard Doctor Who fan, and it would normally have been live viewing for me 100%. And now it's a case of not only can I wait until later on in the evening after they're recorded. Now I'm going to like, I'll watch it next week after when I can binge it.
Yeah. Did you watch last year's series? What did you think of that?
I think I watched some of them. I got very put off by the Jodie era. I just didn't. I have no problems with the character being played by a woman. I don't necessarily think it was a great choice because I think Chris Chibnall just wanted to be to be the man who could claim on his CV, I was the man who made the Doctor a woman. Aren't I superb and aren't I inclusive, etc., etc. But I never thought she made the part her own. I thought some of the scripts were appalling. I thought the preachiness was really getting on my nerves from episode to episode. If you like white, if you were white and middle-aged, essentially you were the bad guy. So I got a bit fed up. Yeah. So that, yeah.
Absolutely.
It doesn't get better, does it?
Absolutely agree. It kind of does double down this new era, I think.
Yeah, I think double or triple down. I mean, it's crazy how.
I would say it's worse than The Acolyte.
Oh, yeah.
I would say it's worse than The Acolyte. I think Doctor Who's in a worse state than Star Wars and Star Trek, because at least they're still going. This won't be going by the end of the year.
The only good kind of...
Well, no, they haven't made an official announcement, but they haven't made an announcement that there will be a next year, and the Disney partnership ends at the end of this year, if I'm correct.
Yeah, there's not going to be a Christmas special either, and apparently Bad Wolf Studios has it been all packed up.
Oh, right. That much of a behind-the-scenes stuff I hadn't been following. Oh. Okay.
Pete.
Yeah?
There is a few more bits I remember I'd watched.
Okay, mate.
So basically, I wanted to do an updated Star Wars marathon and ranking in chronological order.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing in the chronological order was The Acolyte.
What did you think?
So I watched it for the first time I think it was about nearly a month ago, and I don't understand the hate.
I'm glad that you enjoyed
it. I loved it. And the thing is, we get hand-to-hand combat with lightsabers, and it was just unique, and I loved it. I really want a second season, and I loved the Squid Game Jedi character.
Squid Game guy, yeah, he is
I
good.
Loved him. And then, obviously, I watched Wicked.
or did you like it?
So there was a lot of hype around it, and the time I watched it, my neighbour under me had gone away for the weekend. So I thought, right then, it's just me on my own. So I had it on full whack. I had the film on full whack for about 2.5 hours, and it was an absolute masterpiece.
Yeah, I agree.
And then also I watched The Penguin.
Ooh.
And when you compare the Penguin to the Batman, it makes the Penguin a masterpiece.
Really?
I'll take the Penguin over the Batman. Penguin was so much better.
Wow. We liked
I
what
was
we
like,
saw.
wow.
That's good. Oh, great selection of watches there, Jamie. Really good selection. So, Justin, what about you?
Yeah. Like I said, not watched too much this year. Been mostly catching up on a bit of old stuff. I caught stuff round about my wife's birthday. We watched the new Paddington in Peru. Enjoyed that. That was good. I was surprised. I thought it wouldn't be as good as the second one. I thought they made a mistake of taking it out of the UK, but it actually turned out to be much better than I thought it was going to be. Really enjoyed it. The only other new movie that I've watched is Gladiator 2, which I really tried to divorce it in my mind from the first one, which is very hard to do, obviously. But even then, I think it was a heck of a letdown after what I hoped for. But, so yeah, I wasn't that impressed by Gladiator 2. And around about that time, did catch up with the first time viewing of La La Land, and I enjoyed it a lot. Though I can see some, I can't remember what I wrote about it, but I remember seeing some significant weaknesses, and you can see where it was, where from the thing it was based on, where it was very, the ending certainly wouldn't suit a lot of people, etc. But mostly recently, we've been catching up on various UK more recent detective series like we started off going through, because I had Blu-rays for Shakespeare and Hathaway, and so we started at the beginning of those, worked our way all the way through them. Those, we thoroughly enjoyed those nice little comedy detective things. Got a bit more serious with Grace, the one with John Sim, based in around about where Alan lives. So that was always fun, watching out for locations that Alan's been around. Then we watched a couple of seasons of The Bay, I think it was. Then we watched The Lock. It seems if you've got an area of water near you, you're going to die. So, all these. And yeah, I can't remember the one we're on at the moment now, but probably going to take a break from that sort of thing after that, just especially because I'm not as keen on this present one, but we're just finishing up. We only got a couple more episodes to go, so it'd be nice to know how it finishes, really.
Have you been watching Midsummer Murders?
I think we've probably watched all of them.
Yeah.
I've seen the repeats.
Yeah, same here. Now that's my sort of language, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Barnaby and Rigsby, or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah.
So have they got a new one out then, or?
Yeah, there's a new one coming out very soon, or there's just been one come out. I haven't seen it.
Well, how are we going to get on that?
Better do, yeah. It'd be better than Doctor Who.
Well, yeah.
But really good selection of watches there, Justin. Great stuff there.
Bit different, yeah.
But what was I going to say? Before I get into the comment section, I've got 2 questions to ask. First one is, well, why don't you recommend me a film to watch, and I'll put on a poll and let everybody decide what film I should watch. You can take one as well.
Oh, thank you.
And so whilst you're thinking, why don't you promote your channel to everybody watching at home? So Ryan, do you want to start off with you? Promote your channel because you're getting back into it, aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm back. I'm back from the dead, as you would know. So yeah, I am back doing, I'm gonna say, semi-retired content, which is 1 month there might be loads of content, 1 month I might not even upload anything. So it's just like, but I'm gonna be trying to work on bringing some like whole video like at the end of the month to say like what I've been buying. I've got Horror Road, which is coming back sometime this year, which we still got to record an episode for, because we'll rewatch all the films, depending on what films we are watching. I'm also got the podcast coming back. We still need to sort that out. And on Tuesday, I'm also going to be doing a live stream.
Ooh.
So keep an eye out for that. That'll just be me swearing my head off as I normally do. But my channel is normally related to movies, music, and seeing me ranting within a horror movie review, especially when it comes to Halloween. But yeah, that's basically. I'm glad I'm back. Take time on the projects. That's what I want to do, and slowly get myself back anyway, because I am so rusty that my mind fries a little bit. So I'll once I start getting into doing it again and again and again, I'll start becoming my old self. So that's what you would say there. So yeah.
Awesome stuff. Brilliant stuff there. What about you, Justin? Do you want to promote your channel?
Yeah, I'd love to. Thank you very much. Blue Justin. I've been trying to be a bit more active recently. Had to take a couple of weeks break, which I was really trying to avoid. I was trying to keep it a little bit more steady, but everything got really rather hectic. We're down to just a bit of illness, and then my credit card got cloned. And I know that doesn't have much of an effect on actually producing YouTube videos, but it does have a sort of an effect on your mental.
A lot of stress and worry.
Yeah, and I'm sort of trying to sort out all the pre-orders, what was coming through my all the stuff that was coming through, whether or not it was fraud, whether or not it was real stuff. Trying to get HMV to cancel the right things, not cancel the wrong things. And I had some 20% off codes from HMV that they were ever so kind. And obviously HMV must know that after they closed down that scheme, that lots of people, including me, were using the 20% being related code sort of thing, lots of times, etc. But
yeah, don't worry, mate. Me and people are doing the exact same thing. That's how we were getting some of our stuff cheap as well.
Yeah.
So,
Oh no, I'm not worried. I think I'm just saying that the customer service bloke didn't even blink when I said I've got these 6 different orders. Could you cancel them? And but I'm going to lose my 20% code. He went, oh no worries, no problem. You can I'll cancel those for you, and I'll give you a 20% off customer service code to make up for it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So basically, the ones that they hadn't sent anything out from, then I could change over the card they would use. But the ones they'd already sent one item out of, their system doesn't let you cancel the remaining item on the order, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
So they had to cancel that for me, and then I had to reorder it. But no, so that was a bit of a delay. And then I was going to go into my March haul, which I still haven't done, which I'm intending actually to do tomorrow. And then because I started, I don't know if you've noticed, but I started up an anime themed section on my channel recently. I'm doing quite a bit on that. I wasn't intending to do an anime one for another 2 or 3 weeks because I'd done my opening 2, but one of the reviews that I had prepared already, the title that I was reviewing happened to come up on Anime Online's Deal of the Week, so it's reduced from 40 quid down to a tenner. So I thought I should really review it and let people know then, rather than reviewing it and then saying, oh, by the way, if I'd reviewed this and told you 4 weeks ago, you could have had it for a tenner, which seems a bit stupid if I'd have done that. So I slipped that one, an extra one in last week. And so, yeah, I'm a bit behind. I'm doing my next intention is to do the March haul video. My April, like I've noticed, I don't know about you, anybody here, maybe we could ask it in a couple of minutes, but I don't know about anybody else here, but I've seen 2 videos online recently, and both YouTubers who are collectors, they both said that April appears to have got totally out of hand with the amount of stuff they bought. And it's exactly the same with me. For some reason, I ended up with loads and loads of stuff. I don't know whether or not it was make up for the fact that my credit card got into trouble, and I was just trying to cheer myself up, probably. But so I've got lots of stats to do.
There's definitely been more good releases this month, I think.
And there's been some good releases as well, yeah. And on top of that, coming up soon, and my first one has been prepared. This piece of paper here actually has the semi-script on it. When I say script, I mean something I'll try to remember and fail. Which is I'm going to do. I know it's not original. It's not something that I thought of, but I'm going to do a top 5. My favourite top 5 for each year I've been alive, which it starts a lot earlier than most people because I'm older than most people.
That sounds like a really good idea, Justin. Look forward to that.
So yeah, my first one, hopefully coming out within the next week or 2 at the most, will be my top 5 from 1966.
Wow. Oh, that'll be cool. Look forward to watching that. Sounds like you got a wonderful list of videos coming onto your channel.
That's what I hope. Yeah, I hope people will enjoy them. And I'm trying to build up the anime. The anime sale has started slowly, but I really expected that. Even though it appears to be, especially judging by the Comic-Con this afternoon, there are a lot of people watching anime. I don't think they're yet necessarily watching YouTube channels about it. And I'm just trying to cross that barrier, if you like, and get them obviously watching mine and hopefully get some interest there. I think the content is reasonable, though I'm again, like yourself, I'm a bit out of practice. I get I take breaks and I forget how I'm supposed to run things properly. And yeah, but it's certainly getting better, and I've taken a couple of tips from elsewhere. So yeah, that's hopefully going to grow, and also obviously bolster it in the meantime with more popular elements, so I can not lose have people lose interest in the channel as a whole. So keep everybody happy is my motto.
Absolutely. Great stuff. Brilliant stuff there, Justin. And Jamie, do you want to promote your channel?
Mine's the Batman Talks Movies.
Got any videos coming up?
I've done a video in about a year.
That sounds good, then. But You got a wonderful channel though.
I think next month is my 2-year anniversary, so I'm going to have to do a video or something. And plus, I have just got a new phone about a month ago, so obviously I will have to do more videos because obviously more storage and better quality and stuff.
Absolutely. And what about you, Amy? Do you want to promote your Twitch channel?
Yeah, check out my Twitch channel. I haven't been on there for about maybe 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a great quality.
There weren't much on there in the first place.
Great quality content.
Yeah, but you can watch. There's some things on there. If you like Minesweeper.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wonderful channel.
It's a good channel, yeah.
And obviously, my channel as well as Pete. Oh, you're already on this channel. So no, I don't have to. But yeah, everybody's got all wonderful channels, and I'll leave the links in the description down below after the stream. So be sure to subscribe to them, check out Justin's videos, check out Jamie's videos, and check out Ryan's live stream. So before we get into the comments and questions, I ask you guys, like, what films would you recommend? Give me one film, and I'll add it to a poll. So Ryan, have you got a film? And
I've got a recommendation for you.
what's it going to be?
Trying to think. Actually, good idea. Trying to think. I would recommend to you, mate. You know what? I haven't even got a clue.
Well, I'll let you think. What have you got? What you got?
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, I'll put Dumber and Dumber.
No, I don't watch Dumber and Dumber.
Yeah,
Dumb and Dumber 2.
Dumb and Dumber. So we've got Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Have you got
I've
one
got
of
it.
mine?
I recommend Bruiser from George A. Romero. So I really recommend that. It's a really interesting thriller, and also a bit like towards an element of Phantom of the Opera as well. But it's got a really interesting story. Yeah, that's what I recommend, Bruiser. You can get it on
Indicator.
Blu-ray, and you get it on 4K at Indicator.
Very nice.
So,
Justin, have you got a pick for a film for me to watch?
I can't really think of anything that I've watched recently that I can recommend, but I've just received and I'm intending to watch quite soon the one that came out or comes out tomorrow on 4K because I arrived early as usual. That's Anora.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that one. That's a great little film, that is.
All right.
I'll put that on that because you haven't seen it either, have you?
That's true,
yeah. What about you, Jamie?
What's the question? Sorry.
What film would you recommend?
How far ago from?
Well, just recommend me any film, Jamie. Debbie Does Dallas anything?
Long Legs.
I've seen it.
Have you seen Trap?
Seen it.
Oh,
Do you give up?
Wicked.
I've seen that.
I give up.
No worries. Well, we've got a list of films here. I'm going to put it live so everybody can get voting on what you'd like me to watch. We've got Dumb and Dumber, Bruiser, Anora, and War Games. Yeah. So be sure to go and give us a follow. Oh wow! Oh, you got a very good haul there, Ryan. So yeah, be sure to do that. It's not a survey, but vote, and give us a vote on those films what you watched. Then I'll probably do a video about it or talk about it on the next stream. Anyway, that's more than what. Let's dive right into things and let's get into the comments. So right. God dear me, right, here we go. So we've got Gary North here, thumbs up. So, hey Gary, thank you for joining. Hope you're all doing well. We've got Josh here saying, sup guys. Hey Josh, hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining as well. Got Sai here as well. Evening Sai, hope you're well. We have Josh here saying watched Thunderbolts this week, and it left me very surprised. How good was it? Have you guys seen it yet? We did talk about this earlier. I thought it was pretty solid enough. Definitely like a 3.5 out of 5 film. The best Marvel film probably since Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Good little ensemble cast, but again, kind of does feel a little bit Disney Plus like in its approach, but definitely better than most recent Marvel stuff. Ryan?
I really enjoyed it. It's definitely, I would say, one of the better movies of this phase. I like the elements of mental health. I thought that really felt like related to the movie because they all the people that are in the group are in this group. You know, basically, they've got some of them have got mental health problems. You know, some of them have done bad things. You know, that's stuff that they would put towards that movie. I would say the actors that stand out in this film, I will say Florence Pugh. Really loved her role. I just think she just fits into anything. I also enjoyed David Harbour as Red Guardian, funny as out, and I've got to give credit to Lewis Pullman as well as Bob, aka Sentry. I thought like he was definitely a much better choice than Stephen Yeun, which I would say from that. So it's definitely on the bandwagon, but Marvel will still not be the same as it was since Endgame. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. I agree.
So yeah,
So I'm just having to sort something out here. So I'm just going to kill the camera for a minute.
No worries, mate. What about you, Jamie? Thoughts on the Thunderbolts? You really enjoyed it?
Yeah, I think it's since Infinity War, we've only had 2 good Marvel films, and that was Guardians 3 and Thunderbolts.
No, great stuff. And Amy, what's your thoughts on Marvel post Endgame?
I think I concur with Ryan. It'll never be as it was.
No, you didn't like Deadpool Wolverine?
Not really, no.
Nah, I wasn't that huge. Yeah, I've got 4K Steelbook.
None of it gets you excited, really, does it? It's all just little bits and bobs. Sometimes it'll be good, but there's no real through line to it.
No, it's definitely had its day.
The TV, I think, has ruined it.
TV stuff has killed it, I think, a bit.
I think for me now, I think I'm more interested in seeing like what DC's gonna do. I think that's what I'm more interested in seeing. Like, I think DC definitely do more interesting TV shows than what Marvel does, because like, you know, you have Penguin, you have Peacemaker. You know, I feel like they know how to elevate the TV quantity of the universe of that, you know, IP. But I think the only way that's going to prove itself is when Superman comes out. So that way it needs to prove Superman is probably the right choice to start. Then lead it up to like where it wants to be, and see if it does like lead into a bigger story.
Yeah, I think Superman is definitely where it's all at. I'm looking forward to that. I do have trust in James Gunn. He does deliver pretty darn good films. read a couple of
Yeah.
things of what apparently is going to happen in it, and they sound a bit, I don't know, a bit daft. Hopefully, it'll make sense in terms of the film. I mean, like, I want this film to be a winner. I really do. I think that trailer is just pretty darn amazing.
I'll just be right back.
No worries. What did you think of the Superman trailer?
It's fine. I'm not really too bothered about the character, really.
No,
No,
I'm not really a Superman fan
I'm
either.
not bothered about the dog.
Oh, the dog's amazing.
I don't really get that. But
You know, there's like an online campaign to swap the dog
swap it.
for a different style of dog
Why?
because it's based on James Gunn's dog instead of what Crypto is.
What's it supposed to be then?
Smoothed hair instead of like curly hair dog.
Wow. People have too much time on their hands. It's supposed to be, the early reaction's not good for that.
Yeah, bit mixed. So we got Josh here says he's planning on picking an Aura on Criterion tomorrow. Will we be picking it up? I watched it in the cinemas. I liked it. I didn't love it. I definitely do think, like, fair enough, it won well at the Oscars. I don't think it was a very good year for Oscar films. I don't think. But I don't know. I might pick it up when it's on sale, but it's not something that I'm rushing to see again. But I know a lot of people really do love it. You haven't seen it, but would you want to watch Nora?
Well, I'll have to, wouldn't I, if it wins in the poll.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, it's very naughty, that film is.
Yeah, I'm not really bothered.
Jamie, have you seen Nora or would like to see Nora?
Can I talk about Superman Legacy?
What, you mean the new Superman film?
Yeah, I don't care for it.
Don't you? Wow.
As much as I love DC, I think swapping Corn Sweat for Cavill is just a massive downgrade. I don't care. As much as I'm a DC fanboy, I don't care for James Gunn's universe. I don't care for it at all. I just think, I know the DC extended universe was a mess. They could have just basically continued where there was and just expanded on it and made it better than reboot it.
Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. Yeah, there is a lot of people that's upset about Henry Cavill.
I'm so gutted about Cavill. It's just, if I had the money and I was a multi-millionaire, I would basically run DC myself. I would be in charge of DC if I could, and I'd have the Snyderverse going again. I'd have everything. I want the Snyderverse.
Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, I did like the Syndicate. What?
Syndicate, Pete, not Syndicate. It's the baddie in
Snyder Cut.
Yeah. So what about? Well, you've picked up Nora, haven't you, Justin?
Yeah, I have indeed. Yeah, that arrived. Well, when did that arrive? So I think that arrived Friday. Yeah, so that's really early. That's nice. Haven't seen it yet, but as per usual, I have the attitude of I'll still pre-order the biggest, most expensive version of something I fancy anyway.
Yeah. Oh, well, I hope you enjoy it when you get around to watching it, Justin.
Yeah. I wish to throw as another recent arrival for me, and just totally out of left field, I wish to put forward to you as another option for you viewing as the Trancers movie that's just come out. Well, that's just been
Trancers.
Yeah, so very 80s.
Ooh,
time travel, science fiction, traveling back in time to fix somebody else who's breaking. It's a bit time copy in theory.
Trancers, then. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'll have to delete.
Try to work out how to do it, ain't you, Pete?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it again.
But then you're going to throw away all the votes that have already been cast.
Well, that's true. Yeah. What?
They'll accuse you of election fraud.
I watch next. So we've got Dumb and Dumber, Bruiser.
You've written in the title, Pete.
Bruiser. What was it? Tracers?
Yeah. TRANCERS.
Tracers and War Games. Awesome. So that has been re-uploaded.
Put Honora on there.
I've seen Honora, haven't I?
Yeah, that's true.
So I've replaced Honora and put Tracers on there. So
Good idea.
be sure to go and vote on there. The 3 people who voted all voted for Dumb and Dumber.
Did they?
Yeah, did you do it?
I didn't vote, no.
Did you do it 3 times?
I will vote, though. Make it 4.
Oh, I did not like that film.
You haven't seen it all?
Yeah, I'm sure the final 20 minutes will win.
Yeah, it becomes really mature after that.
I can imagine. So we've got Josh here saying, great to see you live, Pete. I've missed these live streams. I've been wanting to do them for a while. We've both been wanting to do them for a while and thought it's a perfect time this weekend. So yeah, I definitely would like to make it a bit of a permanent thing. Maybe every other week, maybe in a couple of weeks' time on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be up for that?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good. So, and it's great to see you here, Josh. I hope you're doing well as well, man. We've got the Passionate Geek here with a brilliant icon of Homer Simpson saying, hello, Playtendoguy. Hello, Passionate Geek. We've got Josh saying hello to Amy and Ryan. Hope you're well.
Ryan's not there.
Josh is saying hi to the Batman, saying hi to Jamie.
Hey, Josh.
We've got Gary North here saying good evening. Good evening, Gary. Hope you're all doing well, mate. Thank you for joining. Got Josh here saying Sinners was one of the best things I saw recently. It was just a remarkable experience. Yeah, something I've been wanting to see for a while. I've been holding it off that we watch it together because it's supposed to be really good, and apparently the drop off again this week is only going to be
Sinners is really good, but I do feel it was hyped up.
That's interesting because I hadn't heard any hype whatsoever. It's only after the film's come out that people have said it's good to me by word of mouth. I watched the trailers and I was just not interested at all, and I hadn't heard anybody say it was going to be any good. And then after it came out, people started telling me that it was good stuff.
The thing is, Sinners is just basically like Dusk Till Dawn. It just feels like Dusk Till Dawn, but slower.
Yeah, because the other thing that the trailers that I saw, maybe I only saw the early ones, they certainly didn't make it clear that it was a vampire movie. And I'm a huge vampire movie fan, and I was going to skip it because I didn't have the faintest idea it had vampires in it. Sorry, spoiler.
Yeah, I think they were trying. I think they probably tried to keep it a mystery in the trailers, but yeah, I do agree that the trailers didn't really make out anything about it. But it looked pretty cool, and like how it's been a success. Last week, it only had like an 8% drop at the cinema in America, which is unheard of. And this week it's going to be the same. Apparently, it's going to be over 200 million. It's the highest grossing horror film of the decade.
Yeah.
That's very good.
As I think, was it this group or another that predicted last year that that Abigail was going to get a 4K, which it seems to have just done in America. So I think we can assume it's going to have that same over here.
Oh yeah, it's going to happen like what happened with Megan and Renfield. They come out at the last minute.
Yeah. So will I upgrade? I don't know. I did like the movie a lot. So.
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet, have we? No, it could be quite good. It's got Guacamole Esposito in it.
Who's the guac?
So you like Sinners, Ryan?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very different. I felt like it had elements of of From Dusk Till Dawn into it, which I thought was very interesting. Like, I really enjoyed the start. Like getting introduced to the two brothers and what they got up to, and I thought that was very interesting. I must admit, I'm impressed with the I would say, like, how realistic it was, like with the looks of the vampires. I thought that was really good, and yeah, I really enjoyed it there, Sanos.
Great stuff. Oh, I look forward to watching it. And there's one that I still need to watch, Looney Tunes.
Oh yeah, we got that.
Yeah, Ryan sent me a copy of it, so
Has he?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
What?
I probably should have said it online.
Oh right, I see.
He's got an uncle who works at Warner Brothers.
Oh, it's not out yet in physical.
No.
Got an uncle.
He's got an uncle who works in Warner Brothers, haven't you?
Right.
Yeah, and you sent us a link to it.
Yeah, Uncle Warner.
Oh, right.
Uncle Warner.
Yeah.
We got Josh here saying he hasn't seen Until Dawn, heard bad things, so might leave that one alone. I did watch it on Monday, and I am a fan of the game. It's nothing really like the game. I think the premise is interesting, but it kind of loses itself a little bit. I think the characters are okay, but they don't have the star power as the game. But fair play to it. Its budget was small. It's made its money back, and it is better than the other Sony films that they've released. Is better than Uncharted. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. It's fine. I think if it came out in Halloween time, I think it would have done a heck of a lot better. But it kind of just felt like they've sent it out to die a bit. It's fine. Ryan,
I think with Until Dawn, I feel like I think they're trying like to do it like differently, because they did use Peter Stormare's character from the game, so and now they used that, and it did reference the game itself, because you do see a picture of Rami Malek in the case files that I was working with his patients and everything. I thought that was a good callback. And what I feel about it is, I feel like it's more like a prequel in a way before that actually went. Yeah, I feel like that's what it was. It feels like it was a prequel before the game. So it's more like an extension, to be presumed, like, but doing a different take on the Until genre. You know, you still had your Wendigos. Instead of using cannibalism, they basically, you know, whatever, they do the Groundhog Day thing, and basically every time after that, I'm spoiling the bloody movie now. But yeah,
not many people see it.
Just you wait when you see what happens with the dirty water, then you would know.
Well, yeah, I was drinking more at the same time. It put me off water for the rest of the day.
I just imagine you just spitting the water at the screen. I was like,
no, I just put it in my little rubbish bag and was like, I'm going to leave you for the rest of the day.
And it could have been instant death.
What about you, Justin? Are you any thoughts on Until Dawn when it comes out?
I've not. I'll put my hands up and say I haven't even heard of that one. So not a lot to contribute on that particular subject, I'm sorry to say.
Would you like to watch it, Amy?
No.
That sounds good. Wow, I was expecting that. Oh, dear me, did I offend you?
No.
God, it sounds like I asked you to watch, or do you want to watch that Doctor Who episode again?
Yeah, I did watch it again.
Yeah, you did. I can't believe you watched it again. What about you, Jamie? Would you like to watch Until Dawn?
Who?
You, Jamie.
I've not, to be honest, I've not even played the game or seen the film. But the thing is, I think I'm going to have a better experience watching the film first and then playing the game.
You know something? I think you might think it's a bit of a masterpiece.
But the thing is, it's like, you know, the Uncharted film?
Yeah.
I think that is just so amazing.
Do you? Wow.
Yeah. Because, and I'm going off topic, but I watched the Uncharted film at the cinema the day after I found out my auntie had passed away.
Oh.
And I was watching Uncharted and I thought, I'm not going to enjoy this. I'm just going to be miserable. And throughout that whole 2 hours, I had a massive smile on my face. And I love Uncharted, the film, so much. I can't wait for the sequel.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't had a sequel yet. It's taken its time.
We are getting it. It's happening because obviously he's going to have to grow the mustache, isn't he?
Yeah.
But I can't wait for it. I've got high hopes for it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So, next up, we've got Marvel fan here saying, hey all, how are you? Hey Marvel fan, good to see you, my friend. We've got Sean, Media Collector Madness here saying, hey guys. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Hope you're doing well, mate. We've got Josh here saying Thunderbolts and Lightfoot is the best Marvel film since Infinity War. Not joking, just everything I want from those things. Well, I'm glad to hear that you really enjoyed that one because I know, like, again, a lot of the Marvel stuff.
In a way, I actually do kind of agree with Josh because the thing is, I can't say it's the best film since Endgame because now I find Endgame boring and it's not the masterpiece I thought it was. So when I say it's the best Marvel film now, I don't reference Endgame. I say it's the best Marvel film since Infinity War.
Yeah, I must admit, when I first watched Endgame, I liked it, but I didn't love it. But I rewatched it last
It's
year.
like I watched Endgame at the cinema. I thought it was a masterpiece. I watched it again, masterpiece. I watched it on Blu-ray, masterpiece, 3D, 4K, masterpiece. And then 2020, I was watching it with my neighbour. And I was just sat there and I was just like on my phone. I was bored and I was just like, yeah, this is just boring.
Yeah. We have Sean here from Media Collector Madness saying, have any of you seen the TV show Day of the Jackal starring Eddie Redmayne? It was really good. Yeah, I must admit, hearing about it, I wasn't that fussed about it, but I've heard very good things about it. Wouldn't mind watching it, but I'm not a huge fan of her in it, that Lasha Lynch. I don't like her.
Lasha Lynch.
That one from the James Bond one, the new 007 one.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't like her. I think she's a bit too of a smug actress. To be honest.
That. Is it Sky Original?
Yeah.
No way.
No way. And what about you, Ryan? Day of the Jackal TV show?
Haven't even seen it yet. I haven't even seen the film. So
the original film was great.
Yeah, I want to watch the original film, but I doubt I'll ever watch the TV shows. I've got too much to watch as it is.
Yeah, that's true. There is a lot on. What about you, Justin? Have you seen it?
I have seen the original film a number of times whilst I was growing up. I think it is. Yeah, I'd agree. It's a masterpiece. It's Edward Fox is fantastic in it. I've seen the remake film called Jackal with, was it Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
Wasn't so impressed with that, but would still like a copy. But it's out of print and goes for silly money for a film that's, reasonable. But I wouldn't rewatch it that much. But I'd like to have it in the collection. The series I think is what channel is it on?
Sky.
Is it Netflix? It's a Sky, isn't it? Yeah. I generally don't do because I don't do streaming unless they choose to put it out on physical, which they haven't, as far as I'm aware. I don't get to see it unless I acquire it because they refuse to put it out on physical.
Totally agree there. And what about you, Jamie?
But it is one that actually
I've
I've
not
always
seen
been
it,
interested in. But
Yeah, I do agree, Justin.
But you know
So
what?
you haven't seen it, Jamie?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh. Any plans to?
Probably not. No.
That's okay, mate. We've got Josh here saying your love Centipede is a work of art. It does look really good from the trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it. Maybe we should see it.
Yeah, we were going to watch it, weren't we?
Yeah, could see it tomorrow.
Could do.
Yeah. We'll see.
See how I feel.
Yeah, see how you feel. We've got Solly here saying the problem is with Brave New World is the whole removal of Captain Israel from the movie. It left the movie with massive plot holes. I think the biggest issue for me is Captain America. I like Sam. I think Sam's great, but unfortunately, he's kind of Captain Hand Me Down. He's got everything handed me down from. He hasn't got something of his. And the story had too many cuts into it. And yeah, like the whole Captain Israel stuff, like that could all been took out because she wasn't in it much. It felt so Disney Plus like. The main plot villain behind it was a joke. Red Hulk was just there as a marketing ploy. It was a semi-sequel to The Incredible Hulk, which was the black sheep of the MCU family. It was a mess from beginning to end. And it's nothing to do with the casting of Anthony Mackie. I think he's great. I just think that the film did him dirty. And you had no interest.
I think most of Marvel now feels like hand-me-down kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go with these. Like, you've got to say that, like, well, Disney have messed it up again, haven't they? To be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, so far this evening, they've messed that one up, caused the trouble with it. They're killing Doctor Who. Whatever they touch turns to lead.
Yeah. Will you be pre-ordering the film Justin Brave New World when it comes out?
I have pre-ordered it. Yes, I haven't seen it, but I'll watch it.
Yeah.
If for no other reason than I'm a completist, and I do like Harrison Ford, and so does my missus. So we'll see like how it all goes together. Might actually persuade her to watch a Marvel film. The only downside is, of course, she'll never watch another one after it again. If it's as bad as everybody is saying it is.
Yeah.
Brave New World, it would have worked so much better as a Disney Plus show with like 8 episodes and then the big plot twist with the Red Hulk at the end.
Yeah, I agree.
And then they used the coloured bloke from Breaking Bad. He was an underused villain. It just wasn't very good. I know I'm saying this, but I actually thought Bridget Jones was better than Brave New World.
Bridget Jones did better in the cinema box office than Brave New World.
Bridget Jones did better than the new Cap. It was just, it's worst film I've seen this year.
Yeah.
To be fair, I mean, Minecraft it's the Minecraft movie that's saving cinemas with regards to numbers, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's unbelievable how well that's doing. That'll be at $1 billion before you know it.
Because I mean, well, it attracts, as far as I can work out, it attracts children and it attracts the next age group up, all to the younger end of Gen Z type who played the game and were brought up with it. And of course, if you've got younger children, you've got parents taking their kids to the cinema to see it. And of course, as is the usual way of things, children are quite happy to watch something again and again if they like it, as people found out when they had to go and watch Frozen 72,000 times every time it's on telly. But Yeah, but at least it's nice. Whether or not I like the film or not, at least it's nice to see something keeping the cinemas going.
Absolutely, I do agree.
Because something needs to at the moment.
Definitely.
Because you get things, getting things like, as we've seen, so even the good films that we're appreciating, like Sinners and stuff. A lot of people aren't going to see them because they're new and originals, and people say they want something new and original, but when something new and original comes along, they don't actually go and see it because they say we're not sure if we're going to like it, and then they'll go for franchise movies, and then if you put on a franchise movie, a lot of people say, well, can you please put on something that's not franchise and make something original? And it doesn't help when the franchise movies are like the Brave New World, and they're not particularly impressive, to say the least.
Oh, yeah. I just checked the Sinners box office, and it has done well for an original film. It's nearly at $250 million. Very good.
Wow, that is fantastic. That's that's great news. So, I'm happy to hear that. Yeah.
And you, Ryan, what about Brave New World for you?
It was absolute cock. I am sorry, but
don't
it's like I've seen a much better. I think the problem with Captain America: Brave New World, it was all the reshoots that was happening after the film was shot. I didn't like the design of the leader. I love the original design that they decided to go for it. It looked more interesting. He looked menacing, and for a villain that is supposed to be, supposed to be a Hulk villain, it felt more as a Hulk standalone film more than a Captain America film. So I felt like if you kept it with the leader, it would have made a lot more sense. Like with all the stuff that he's like that they would have been doing, but it's like the whole Red Hulk thing that was introduced to, I'm gonna say too early, because like half it just didn't make no sense.
Yeah, definitely.
At all. Giancarlo Esposito, Sidewinder. I'm sorry, but it was a waste of talent. Right there. I've seen Giancarlo Esposito in better things than that, but it's what they're doing. They tried to release something in February, and to be honest, I think it was the worst time to actually put it out. They just sent it there to die. That's basically what Captain America was. They just put it there to die.
I think they just wanted to get it out the back door.
Well,
I think
according to how you've described it, coming out the back door is what you thought of it.
I think it was missing that espionage feeling. I feel like it's missing that. It's missing the political thriller, like what Captain America is supposed to be. That I felt like that was missing, and it didn't feel like a proper Captain America film. Like if they call it something else, and if the broad Mark Ruffalo into it, it would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Then you would have had a Hulk film, and it would have been better. And then you would have got to see, hopefully the Hulk would have came back, which would be like absolutely graceful, because now all we've got is fucking Professor Hulk.
Yeah,
one of the worst. Have they still? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but have they still got problems? Does anybody know with rights issues on films that said they can't have a Hulk film because that's why they had to put him in other films, because somebody else still owns the rights to the Hulk movies.
Universal. That contract should be running out in a couple of years, because they had it since like early 2000s, so that contract should be ending. soon.
Yeah,
And once
hope so.
once that contract ends, I doubt Universal's going to renew it because they've done nothing to it. So they might as well just give it back to the Marvel and actually get a Hulk film out. Well, I doubt you do it now because even Mark Ruffalo's getting on now, so I doubt you will do it. They left it too late. They had so many years to do a Planet Hulk film, and that's what they should have done. They should have done it years ago. They should have negotiated with Universal, and that's what they could have done. They even if they done Planet Hulk, at least then you get to know what happened to the Hulk during after Age of Ultron. At least then it would have been more interesting.
Yeah,
that's what was missing.
Josh said it was so mid, it was almost unbearable. Yeah, I just thought at the end of it, well, what was that? We've got Joffrey Noodleleg's Horror House here saying, hope you're all well. Hey, Joffrey, thanks for joining. Sai says, what new films are you looking forward to for the remainder of 2025? Really looking forward to Mission Impossible, Ballerina, Superman, Jurassic Park don't look too bad, I suppose. Naked Gun. Naked Gun reboot.
No.
I think I'm looking forward for Karate Kid because I love Karate Kid.
Yes, I agree. That looks like it could be quite good.
Yeah, so it's produced by the Megas Cobra Kai, which is good. I still don't even know why they put bloody Jackie Chan in it because it didn't make sense. Because it's part of the remake, but it's the same universe now. But I'm just glad you got Daniel Lewis. So I'm looking forward to seeing where it's going. And you got it's Asian cast, so I'm really happy with that. So I'm just happy that they finally got around making a new Karate Kid. But to be honest, throughout the rest of the year, I'm more interested in like all the stuff that's coming out, like behind the back burner, except for the big massive blockbusters. Because if you're looking at, I'm going to say August, that's probably going to be like a month of original movies looking from it, because no one will be hardly going to the cinema anyway. They'll be out going to the beach and that. It's summer holidays, so that's what you're going to get from that. So if you're looking at more of the bigger stuff, it's near the end of the year. I'm going to say it's around October to December time. That's when everything starts coming out.
To be honest, one of the things I like most is like going to the cinema and seeing a trailer for a film that I've never heard of, and it's like I was out in a couple of weeks or a month, and that's kind of a nice like surprise. It is. What about you? What about you, Amy? Anything you're looking forward to in cinemas?
Final Destination.
Final Destination. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, that's coming out in a couple of weeks' time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anything else you're looking forward to?
Ones you said.
Naked Gun.
Not that one. No.
That
looks shit.
That looks shit.
Yeah.
Oh, what about you, Jamie? What are you looking forward to coming out in cinemas?
This year, I don't pretty much care for anything this year because most of the horror stuff's going to be hyped up. A lot of the things are going to be hyped up. The only ring, I don't know, there's now that really stands out because a lot of the stuff is just going to be hyped up. But I will watch everything as much as I can. But I think with the Final Reckoning, I think they're going to just go down the No Time to Die route, and
really,
because it's the last one, innit?
I don't think they will.
I know it is. It'll be someone else will probably end up taking over because I think that's the plan. So I think Tom Cruise is still going to play Ethan Hunt, but I think he's going to be playing mostly the background role,
side character. Yeah.
I think that's what Yeah, I think that's what he's going to start doing. Like he can't keep doing like action films all the time. He's getting on. He's early 60s as well. So yeah, I don't know how many times he can pull off Mission Impossible. But if if you're going to have someone continue the Mission Impossible films, right? You've got to have the right person who's going to play that sort of Ethan Hunt character. Like, so like that's how you're going to find that, find out that, like, that's the only thing. It's like James Bond, like how you can pass that torch on to play the next Bond. Who's the right person for that character? Because but like if you're looking at a modern James Bond, it is basically Mission Impossible and the Bourne movies. That's basically what people will probably look more forward for. So there.
What about you, Justin? What about you? Anything you're looking forward to?
Not very much that I've particularly looked forward to. The only thing is, to be honest, that's not because there isn't anything necessarily out there. It's just that when I made my list for this year, it was quite a while ago, and I haven't gone through the trailers yet for finding out what's coming out in the latter half of the year. So I've only filled in my diary for what I'm interested in for the first half of the year, and that's really mostly gone now. So the only couple that are coming up that are left are I wonder whether or not they'll do a reasonable job of the live action How to Train Your Dragon. Because I mean that could translate pretty well, unlike some of the others, I think.
Yeah, I've heard that's pretty good. A lot of people saying it is pretty darn good.
And the other one I'm looking forward to, being a big fan of the general franchise. I know it's obviously a spin-off, and who knows how it's going to go, but I'm looking forward to Ballerina.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, it's really nice that they have actually got Keanu Reeves actually doing a small part in it to pass it to tie it into the universe properly.
Yeah, I agree. Next up, Jamie, you want your attention here? Look who it is. It's Mr. Powers, Jamie Powell himself. He's very excited. Good evening, all. Hope you're all well. Let's get it out the way. Crazy J says hi, Jamie Batman. Good question now to you all. What's good now? Question to you all. What's better? Question now. What's better? Terminator, Predator, and Alienator.
Yeah.
No, sorry. What's better? Terminator, Predator, and Aliens. Terminator, Predator, and Aliens. So that's a really good question there. Hi, Jamie. Hope you're doing well. Hope both you and Katie are well.
Fantastic question, Jamie.
So that's the thing. They're all definitely a franchise of a similar quality. They've got some really good films and a lot of bad ones. But for me, it's got to be Terminator. Terminator 1 and 2 are superb. Terminator 1's still my favorite, but both of them are brilliant films. Predator is great. I like the first one. Second one's a little bit underrated, and obviously the two Alien and Aliens. But for me, Terminator. What about you, Amy?
Alien, probably.
Very good pick.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite out of Alien or Aliens?
Alien, I think.
Yeah. Haunted House in Space.
That's true. Yeah. I agree with that.
What about you, Ryan?
Right, I'm just gonna say I like all of them, but I think Terminator is definitely the more superior one. I would say with the first two movies. ever since I rewatched it again this year, I think the original is definitely, I would say, the top tier one. I love the original Terminator. It's always one. I always think it's better than Terminator 2 in a way, because I've Terminator 2. It's one that's been overhyped. I would say it's the more. It's the most one that people would watch. But I just think the original Terminator doesn't get like much praise these days, and like how like originality it is. I'm being on like it was basically on an independent budget as well. It's just crazy how they'd be able to do it. Predator, I like the first one, and I've seen Predators. Haven't seen the second one. Haven't seen the Predator. But I've got to give credit to Prey. Prey is a really good one to watch. Really love Prey. And Aliens. Alien and Aliens is good. Really love them. I love Alien for the horror aspect of it. Not seen Alien 3 or 4. I'm weird, I don't know. Prometheus is good. Covenant is a pile of fucking shit. And I like Romulus. So, yeah, Terminator beats everything.
Good stuff. What about you, Jamie?
Right then, so Terminator 1. I'm going to get, when I finished what I've got to say, Jamie Powell's going to be like, oh God, I wish I'd never have asked this fucking question. Hello, CJ. Oh! So, Terminator 1, classic. Terminator 2, one of the best films ever made, the best Terminator film ever made. Terminator 3 is okay. I like Terminator.
Salvation.
Salvation's the worst one. Terminator Salvation's the way. What's the Matt Smith one?
Genesis.
I like Genesis. I like Genesis, and I like I like Dark Fate. I thought Dark Fate was amazing. I really enjoyed it. Predator, not a big fan of the Predator, the first one. Love Predator 2. Predators, the best Predator film ever made and the most underrated film ever made. I do like the Predator. I enjoyed that. Prey was amazing. Aliens, not a big fan of the first Alien. Love Predator 2. Really like Predator 3. I enjoyed I like Predator. I liked Alien 4. I like Alien 4. I really like Alien versus Predator, but Alien versus Predator Requiem is garbage. Prometheus, the best Alien film ever made. Love Prometheus. It's one of my favourite films ever. I'm a massive fan of Prometheus. Alien Covenant's amazing. Blew me away the first time I watched it. That's the second best Alien film ever made. Alien Romulus, hyped up, nothing special. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I don't know. I'm kind of mixed, but I'd probably kind of say I think the Alien one's my favourite because of Prometheus and Covenant.
Great stuff. And what's your favourite franchise out of Terminator, Predator, or Aliens, Justin?
How can I follow that? That is a really tough call. I would say that probably Predator for the being more consistent generally for me. I think that Terminator 1 and 2 are absolutely incredible. I think Terminator 3, it's affecting me now. I really didn't like Terminator 3, wasn't particularly impressed with the next couple. I didn't mind Genesis, so I'm not Genesis. The more recent one with the I'm not going to give it away. The death at the beginning, which everybody hates. I didn't mind it quite so much, but I can see why it totally. You can actually point out that quite correctly that this makes the first two movies that are the better two totally redundant, because it totally changes their timelines. It makes them pointless.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So in that way, that's a tricky one. Like, I really enjoy Aliens. I totally adore. Going beyond that, I quite like 3 and 4, though. Like 3 gets a lot of hate, we know, and I do believe the mistake that they made was a huge mistake with the characters from 2. But I don't hate 4 like everybody seems to. The Prometheus one, I think that's okay. Then the one with Fassbender, I think, is absolutely a disaster in my opinion. I mean, I just couldn't get over the fact that they just turned up on a planet and basically ignored all common sense protocols. And so I went, oh, let's not worry about potential germs or this, that, and the other. It's like we're supposed to be experts, but let's disobey common sense rules from the second we arrive. No, I couldn't get over it for the whole of the movie. Predator, though, I really like the first one. I love the second one too. I think it doesn't get much love. I'm very surprised to hear that Batman, you liked the Predator, because one of the reasons that I was looking forward to it, one thing I was really looking forward to it, and one reason that I started enjoying it was quite early on. They were being quite. They had sort of like someone being quite defensive about someone who obviously had learning difficulty situations, and then they were looking after that character and they were treating them quite well. But then it seemed that the person who was doing that seemed to totally turn and totally change their mind, and totally started joining in with taking the mick out of them for being having those difficulties. And I really didn't like that, and I thought the rest and the plot was just abysmal, and the endings, like the tagged on ending, was rubbish. But I would agree that Predators is very, very good and much underrated, and I enjoyed a lot of the Predator crossovers, even though they didn't make that much sense. I really enjoyed Prey, and I'm really looking forward to the new one, the World War II one that's coming out. Is it World War II?
Yeah.
Or is it American Civil War? Or is it both? Was it either?
Yeah.
But I think that those. I think my favourite movies out of them would probably peak in the Terminator or Alien genres. But Predator, I think, overall, I could probably watch more of those and enjoy them all, apart from maybe 1 or 2 rather than 3 or 4. So I'll choose Predator overall for consistency.
Awesome. Well, we have Josh here saying, I'm excited for the new PTA film. Oh, is that him who does the Resident Evil films? Materialist. Anna?
No, I don't think that's him.
Who is that?
That's Paul W.S. Anderson, isn't it?
Oh, right, his cousin.
Yeah, he's his more talented cousin.
Oh, yes, the one that did
Magnolia.
Licorice Pizza. All that good stuff. Materialist and a bunch of festival films coming out this year is stacked. Yeah, I think like when more trailers come out, seeing cinemas or just hear word of mouth, then it
I think
definitely.
Josh has probably made that mistake as well. I think he's probably a big fan of Paul W.S. Anderson rather than. I think he meant to say Paul W.S.
Well, actually,
Anderson.
Paul W.S. Anderson just had a film come out with.
Did he?
Have a guess who starred in it? Mila Djokovic.
Wow. I thought you were going to say Armie Hammer.
Well, no, it was close enough. Uwe Bowlers.
Yeah.
We got Sai saying Tombstone is my third favourite Western behind Good, the Bad, and the Ugly and Unforgiven. You know something? Tombstone is bloody brilliant. I very much enjoyed it, and I do think it's like definitely in like a top 5, top 10 Westerns. Very good. Such a brilliant ensemble cast. It kind of gave me the Untouchable vibe, but in a Western.
Yeah, it's one I haven't seen for. I'm not sure if I've ever seen it in full. I've seen lots of it, but I'm not sure. But I have just picked up the recent release, so that is really high on my list to watch very, very soon.
Exquisite picture quality, and that it really does look lovely.
What an absolute overpriced waste, though, to a certain extent. You're getting something that's very expensive, and you're getting something that is dropped the extended version and a lot of the extras that are on the DVD.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah. There's an extended version on the DVD by a few minutes, and it's also got commentary, which I think is dropped.
That's a shame. Marvel fan says, I'm currently watching episodes of 2.5 Men. Pretty good. Is it the Charlie Sheen one?
Evelyn, Charlie's mum, was in Truman Show, weren't she?
Oh, yeah, she
playing
was.
A overbearing mother.
We know a few.
I bet she's the same character as she is in 2.5 Men.
Yeah. Marvel fan says, are you going to be watching Karate Kid Legends later this month? I might give it a shot. If the reviews are good for it, I will see it. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Well, they've just shown the same old trailer, but Jackie Chan, so I'm interested. What about you, Amy? Karate Kid? New one?
I've never seen any Karate Kid.
Well, my favourite one is everybody's least favourite one is the next Karate Kid with Hilary Wanks.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hilary Wanks.
Hey.
What the fuck? That's the first thing I've heard. I was like, oh, the next Karate Kid. I haven't even seen that.
The thing is, with the Karate Kid franchise, I watched the original about 2010. I haven't watched it again since. I think it was 2011 or 2012. I haven't watched it in like 15 years or 13 years. I haven't watched it again. I've not seen any of the sequels. The only Karate Kid film I have seen from start to finish is the Jackie Chan one.
I thought you were going to say that.
And that is my favourite one. I love that film. And apparently I've heard the new Karate Kid is a follow-on from Cobra Kai, but I've not seen Cobra Kai. So, yeah, I love the Jaden Smith one and Jackie Chan one.
So you're going to see the new one?
I will do, but do I have to watch Cobra Kai first?
Doubt it.
Because I know one of the blokes in it is in Cobra Kai.
Well, yeah, he's in the original Karate Kid.
Yeah, I know, but I've not seen the original. I have done, but I didn't.
That was your favourite Karate Kid film, but it's the only one you've seen.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't like the original. I couldn't get into it. I just couldn't get into it. Kind of bored me. You was just like painting a lighthouse, like.
Isn't it swash on, swash off?
That's the line,
Yeah.
Wash on, wash off.
Wax on.
Even I know.
Wax on, wax off. Wax on, Relax off.
Well, when I was in the cinema, there was a couple next to me, and they said the only issue with this new Karate Kid is the old master, Pat, whatever his name is, isn't in it. And I thought, well, he's dead.
Yeah, that'd be why.
I was like, well, they can't get him back, and they're moaning because they got him back.
Yeah.
And the wife said, oh, he might pop up in a post-credit scene.
What? Underground?
Yeah. Oh, dear. You looking forward to Chameleon Kid, Ryan?
Hell yeah, I love fucking Karate Kid. So I'm really looking forward for Karate Kid Legends. Right, if you want to know about Karate Kid, about Cobra Kai and that, it's a whole separate thing. So it doesn't do anything to watch the TV show. It's totally different. The house is totally different for starters, which I looked in the trailers. It looks exactly the same what you see from the original movie. So that's the difference. Like what I know. So
I do have the Karate Kids on Blu-ray.
That's good. You should watch the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swanks.
We should just consider ourselves lucky that at least that if we do want to watch Cobra Kai, we've actually got physical releases. America, I don't think, got them.
Do you like Hilary Swanks?
What?
Do you like Hilary Swanks?
She's all right.
Do you like?
I mean, she's all right as an actress, I suppose. I mean,
have you seen $1 Million Baby?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's
That's a masterpiece. That is a masterpiece.
It is. It's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, it is.
And Justin, you looking forward to the new Karate Kid?
It's not really. It wasn't high on my radar. I'm just too far behind. I'm not particularly interested in the Jackie Chan version. I did love the original back in the 80s. I'm not sure because when I saw that sooner after it came out, probably. But I'm not sure how long it's aged. I haven't rewatched it many times over the years, but I would still say that it is a good movie, and I would like to go through the Cobra Kai route, following on from that.
Yeah,
because I mean, I heard that the follow-ons from that original, that 2, 3, and 4 weren't that much cop. I don't know if anybody else would agree who's seen them. But no, that'd be an interesting one to get, because I mean, it's Cobra Kai was, as far as I understand it, was more of a follow-on from the original movie and skipped the sequels. So if I can do that, and then watch the Cobra Kai's, and then go on to this new movie, then I'd be happy with that.
Sounds good to me. Got a good one here from Sai. Says, has anyone watched a Star Wars film today? As it's Star Wars Day, so may the 4th be with you. I've just finished watching Rogue One, my 4th favourite Star Wars film. You've got a lot to say about Rogue One, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, you like Rogue One.
It's good.
I thought you love it.
I really like Rogue One.
How many times did you see it at the cinema?
Oh, I saw it about 9 times at the cinema.
How many times have you seen it altogether? About 40 times?
Must be loads of times. I could quote it endlessly.
Oh, that's cool.
Admiral Raddus is one of my favourite characters. Winston Churchill of Star Wars. I love the whole thing. I love that we've got a Rogue One kind of trilogy, except
one big issue.
Problem. No Jimmy Smits.
No Jimmy Smits.
Is a bit annoying.
Yeah, they've got some other guys playing.
It breaks the kind of continuity a little bit.
It does a bit, yeah.
I like the actor who's replaced him, but it's just off. It's just a bit annoying.
They've replaced his wife as well, Organa's wife.
Okay, we never really saw much of her. She was in the Obi-Wan series, wasn't she? But
who cares about her?
Braveheart.
Who cares about Braveheart? It's all about the Jimmy Smits.
Braveheart, yeah. Yeah, no, I love Rogue One. one of my favorite
And-
Star Wars movies.
And the Star Wars real stuff is like Andor. That's the stuff we're getting into. Like we're kind of more positive on Star Wars now because of it. And like,
Well,
shall we say like that is appointment TV for us, isn't it?
Yeah, we watched that. You know, Last of Us, I could take or leave, but
Doctor, you can certainly leave.
Well, yeah, I kind of if you're not here, I don't watch it.
Yeah.
But you know, so I haven't actually watched the two that are good, supposedly.
But Andor is something that we watch on Wednesday, definitely.
Yeah.
And we can't wait. Well, we were appointment TV for the Acolyte as well, weren't we?
Yeah, but only because of how bad it was. But we watched that at midnight, didn't we?
Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it?
That was weird. Yeah, but that's obviously a load of crap.
Yeah, but yeah, for us it'll be Andor. I was playing Star Wars: The Force Unleashed yesterday.
Yeah.
That's a great game, isn't it? Canologically all over the place, but hey, who cares? We've got but we've got Disney Star Wars, so that's more canologically incorrect.
Yeah, well, they've ruined a lot of canon now. We kind of hope for a Quimir, series. That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, from the Acolyte.
Bring Darth Plagueis in and actually do him right.
Yeah, it would be good. It would be nice if the current guy who's doing Andor, Tony Gilroy, did more projects
to do more stuff.
or took over it or become like an advisor.
Yeah, you just look at Andor and Doctor Who and you think, why can't more shows do this? You know,
and like Andor is political and has stuff to say, but it's done in such a more mature way.
Well, again, it's like Andor's going to age perfectly. It's never going to, but Doctor Who's going to age like sushi.
Yeah, it's going to age like milk, isn't it? But Andor feels like it, like the old films. Though it looks great. It does.
It's different because it is more serious, isn't it? It doesn't have little Ewoks running about.
But it feels old style in how it looks.
It has the same spirit, I think, and it's definitely a Rogue One kind of. It's more of a TV show based on Rogue One rather than the rich Tridge.
But after watching Andor season 2, I think we're probably going to watch Rogue One again, aren't we?
Oh yeah, definitely. I love all of Rogue One, not just the end. I think the whole thing is great.
The whole thing is. Maybe that's one we should go on 4K.
If I can answer next, if that's okay, because I can't stay much longer. Haven't had a chance to watch anything. Just worn one of my X-Wing T-shirts. On the others, on the words of Rogue One, though, the actor, I think was he from Holby that they got as the actor that stood in for
Peter Cushing,
Grand Moff Tarkin and got CGI'd. Yeah, he was at the Comic-Con this afternoon that I was at signing. So so that's as close as I've been. I've seen lots of Rogue One era stormtroopers before they become stormtroopers, First Order troopers. This afternoon, there are lots of them and lots of Mandalorians. Can't go to a Comic-Con without lots of Mandalorians and stormtroopers and Rogue and First Order troopers.
Absolutely. Pardon me, Ryan. What about you?
What Star Wars? No. I haven't watched any Star Wars today.
No. Any plans to?
No, not for this year. I don't know yet.
2 hours.
But I've recently watched the original trilogy last year. So so like if I was gonna like rewatch them, I'm a big fan of the original trilogy. Those original movies, I know that Star Wars existed, but the rest of the stuff doesn't exist. But I just I don't know. If I was going to rewatch something, I would rewatch Empire Strikes Back. That's what I'll rewatch.
Very good. We actually also did go and see Revenge of the Sith at the weekend, didn't we? That was brilliant. My first time watching the Star Wars film on a big screen, and it is really where Star Wars belongs.
Yeah.
And I've seen a couple of articles today saying after Andor, Star Wars should just stay on the big screen. And I think so.
I saw the original on the big screen before it was called A New Hope.
Wow. Oh, that was amazing seeing that at that time. I bet people's minds were blown.
Yeah, it was. It was great. It was amazing. Yeah. So what I find amazing now is my jaw actually dropped when I was in my office. It was a couple of years ago now, actually. Though somebody was saying that they rewatched they were off to Florida to Galaxy's Edge. Is it Universal Galaxy Edge?
Oh yeah.
So they were watching the films and they were watching them with their daughter, and the daughter they were essentially saying that now they rewatched the original trilogy and they're now much more in line with their daughter, and they say the prequels, after watching the prequels, they find the original trilogy so slow compared to today's films. And they find them so slow and boring now. I mean, to me, I just don't get that. I mean, that's what I call is actually building character. But it's just quite interesting over time how, you know, even things like that can be perceived so differently by people watching them for the first time and not understanding why other older people maybe consider them so good. We've seen those before they saw the prequels.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Josh here saying the monkey was quite bad. He wasn't a fan. No, same. Forgotten about it, really. So I said, I honestly think I'm the only person who enjoyed the monkey. I really like its dark humour. I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed it, Simon. I do agree with the dark humour.
What was we saying about Star Wars?
What? What were you doing? What are you doing to celebrate Star Wars Day, Jamie?
I didn't watch. I can't watch anything, can I?
Yeah.
So you got a flag out for Star Wars Day?
No.
Have you got any Star Wars memorabilia, posters, toys, or anything, or a lightsaber?
Films.
What ones you got? What's the Star Wars film you got the most films of?
Oh wait. Rise
of Skywalker.
I think it is.
Dear me. What have I done here? Well, as he's searching through there, I'll get Josh's comment up saying that The Last of Us is good. I haven't played the game, but as a show, it hits. First season, yeah, definitely. I think it is a good show. I just think like the way.
Never played the game, but I bought it because I've heard nothing but fantastic things about it, and the adverts for season 2 look brilliant too.
Yeah, the first season is brilliant. The second season does something, and it'll either make it or break it for you. It will.
Right. Like I said, I can't stay on much longer, so I'm going to have to let me leave you. But I do appreciate being asked to be on. I've had a fantastic time.
Thanks ever so much for joining, Justin. It's been a blast.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a bit my fault. I was a few minutes late. I've been had more time on, but yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully I shall either do a live stream myself one day if I'm allowed to.
Oh, that'd be great.
Or I'll manage to get onto I'll be lucky enough to be invited back to one of yours again in future.
Of course,
But anyway, great to see you again, and everybody here. Thank you to everybody out there.
Take care, Justin. Bye.
Bye. Plugs channel, link in the description below.
Yeah. Brilliant stuff. Justin's a fantastic guy. And if you
So I have my answer.
Yeah, go on, Anne.
I've got 5 copies of Force Awakens and 5 copies of Rise of the Skywalker.
Eh?
What's your favourite Star Wars film?
How many copies do you need?
Jamie.
So I categorise my films different. So my favourite Star Wars film, I'm gonna get. I've mentioned it, but I'm kind of not ashamed now because I've got used to mention it, and I get hate for it anyhow. Everyone's like, ah! My favourite Star Wars film is Rise of the Skywalker.
It's Rise of Skywalker, isn't
it? but overall, the best Star Wars film ever made is Force Awakens.
That is a pretty damn good film.
I love Force Awakens.
Well, it's good to hear that you enjoy it. I'm glad to hear that you like the Rise of Skywalker. Have you got a steelbook for it?
Yeah.
Nice. So we've got Josh here saying La La Land is one of the best things ever. I just adore it. Umbrellas of Chernobyl being Umbrellas of Chernobyl being an inspiration. It's wonderful. Yeah, that's a good song.
Chernobyl, yeah. It's a different film.
That sounds like a play, don't it? The Umbrellas of Chernobyl.
Yeah.
But,
it's like Nana's 99 Red Balloons.
No, that's on the B side.
Is it? Okay.
Umbrellas of Chernobyl. But yeah, I like La La Land. You introduced me to that.
Yeah, I love La La Land. I think it is one of the best things ever.
It definitely should have won the Oscar.
Umbrellas of Cherbourg. Do you know about that film?
What, Umbrellas of Cherbourg?
It's all singing, so there's no dialogue at all. Like most musicals.
So it's like Les Miserables.
That's dialogue, isn't it?
Well, they sing, don't they?
What, all the time?
Yeah, they sing and speak.
They speak. Okay, fine. Well, anyway, it's like that. I find it a bit tiring after a while when they are always singing. I don't think there's quite, but there's good songs in Umbrellas of Cherbourg. It's a nice film. It's quite.
I've never heard of it.
Affecting.
So we might have to watch that one.
Yeah, got that lass from Repulsion in it.
That's good.
That's the film you should watch.
Yes, I've got that. Watch that. Yeah. What about you, Ryan? What do you think of La 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 Land?
No, I've fucking seen it. I don't really care for it, to be honest.
What about you? Oh, pardon? What are you saying?
That's my opinion there for you. What the fuck I want to watch La La Land for?
What about you? What about you, Josh? I mean, Jamie.
I really liked it. I've watched it once, but yeah, I don't think it's a masterpiece, but I do need to rewatch it again. But it is a powerful film. Certain scenes are quite powerful.
Great stuff. We've got Sean here saying, I agree with Jamie. The Penguin was a great show, a lot better than the Batman. Can't wait for season 2.
The thing is, I'm as people know, the Batman is my favorite superhero ever. But if I didn't like Batman in general the way I did, I would have just said to the Batman as a film, I don't like it. But because it's got Batman and it's really hard. But I do think it has a lot of positives and it has a lot of negatives. But I think the film was too dark. It was too long. And yeah, but it's like the Penguin, Colin Farrell was amazing. Catwoman, amazing. It has a lot of positives, but it's just too long and too dark.
Yeah, I definitely get where you come from there, mate. Josh said he hasn't seen Penguin yet, but he needs to finish the rehearsal before he starts to watch anything. Haven't heard of the rehearsal?
No.
Anybody else heard of the rehearsal?
That's
No.
not my whole hobby for.
Josh went on a beanpole. That's the movie. Watch the beanpole.
No, never heard of it. How far are we through the comments?
We've got a few to get through. We have. So we'll go through them quickly, mate. So I wanted to know who was sitting next to Batman. Was it Robin?
No, just my friend.
Josh said it was the forehead of security. Josh recommends The Night House by David Bruckner, a very underrated horror film from 2021. I haven't heard that one. No? Anybody heard of The Night House?
No.
First time I've heard of that before.
So he says, Pete, have you watched Poltergeist yet? No, I still haven't seen it. The opening of it was way too flashy for me. It started to make me feel a bit sick. I went into all good intentions of watching it, but like the first 10 minutes was way too flashy, and I was just like, yeah.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah?
If you didn't like Poltergeist, watch the remake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is a remake. Yeah, I've heard that's good. My mum likes the remake.
Is that actually good?
My mum likes it.
Okay.
So she has a high tolerance for films. But yeah, probably should properly give it another shot. But
There's a lot of flashing in it, though. You might find it quite hard to watch.
Yeah. Wow. Maybe.
Also, it's crap as well.
Controversially, you don't like it, do you?
Yeah, I'm not the only one.
No.
It's no good.
I'll always prefer the original, me. The original Poltergeist is better.
Gary says, I recommend the Iron Rose released later this month from Indicator. I haven't heard of that one, but definitely wouldn't mind checking it out. Do you like an Indicator film? Marvel fan says, have I watched Bloodsport? Which one's that? Is that the Jean-Claude Van Damme one?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's good.
I haven't seen it. Wouldn't mind watching it. Like a bit of JCB.
No, it's not good. It's damn good.
Yeah. Bring it on, man. It's fucking mint.
Oh, great stuff. I wouldn't mind watching that. I do like Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's good. Gary says Superman needs to make big money or it's over for DC. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that one does. And Josh said Superman has me worried, but the coloring of it is pretty interesting. Yeah. What's your thoughts on the final part of Cobra Kid season 6? I haven't seen it. Anybody else seen Cobra Kid?
Cobra Kai, yeah. Well, you know I have.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on it? Good.
What's this? Cobra Kai. I haven't seen the new season yet. Well, I've seen the first few episodes, but I haven't finished it because the last season's like about 15 episodes, and it's like half an hour an episode, so it's pretty worth it. If you're a fan of the Karate Kid movies, it's definitely one way to go if you want to go that route. But because of the new Karate Kid movies coming out, it might be more easier that way. But it's definitely a big, massive nostalgia trip. That's all I can say.
Oh, great stuff. We've got Sai saying I recently watched had a Trances marathon recently. The first 2 were good, but 3, 4, 5, and 6 are a miss. Wow. 6 of them. You seen Trances then, Ryan?
What, Trances? No, I haven't seen it, but I know it's 101 released, isn't it?
We've got Gary saying, have you got anything on pre-order this month? Just got the Film Focus Carol Baker box set from Imprint. At the moment, it's just the Dirty Harry box set for me, but I wouldn't mind the Western.
I do have 2 things on pre-order, which should be coming in the next couple of weeks. A fistful of dollars and a few dollars more. They're the only ones I've pre-ordered. So
Definitely something I'd want to pre-order as well. Looking forward to them. Be nice to have them on 4Ks.
How's your poll doing? No,
Oh,
no. Your survey, I mean.
dear me, I was getting a bit worried then. So we've got what film shall we watch? I voted.
Voted for Dumb and Dumber as well.
One for
well.
trances. Well, 25% for trances. Well, Dumb and Dumber's at 75%. Bruises at 0. Trousers at 25. And War Games at 0. Got 8 votes. So be sure to vote on that.
Get voting.
On something other than Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, make your voice heard.
Well, what I'll do is I'll try and watch. Well, we'll watch Dumb and Dumber or whichever film wins before the next stream, and then I'll talk about it on the channel.
Brilliant.
So I think what we'll probably do is do a stream probably in a fortnight's time.
Okay.
So we've got D930EN channel here saying, hi, how are you? Did any of you enjoy the Thunderbolts post-credit scene? Hi there, mate. Yeah, I didn't mind it. It was fine. It sets up the future of the series, I suppose. Bit long. What about you, Ryan?
Well, it's basically what it's just setting up the next film, isn't it? That's basically what it's doing. Like it's not like the biggest thing to come from it, but it's gonna be interesting though. Seeing like where they're gonna go next.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I doubt it's gonna have the same hype like what it's gonna be.
No. We've got Passionate Geek here saying hello, Playtendoguy. Hello again, Passionate Geek. Here's another one. B930EN channel says, can't wait to see Mortal Kombat 2 with Carl Urban as Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. We both like that Mortal Kombat film. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so my mum loved it.
Did she?
She really enjoyed that.
I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that.
Oh, I thought I did.
Oh, I really like that film.
I remember we watched it. And my mum don't like the games.
Don't she?
No, but she loved the film. That was her favourite film of that year.
Wow. Interesting.
There's a little nugget of information.
Yeah.
Marvel fan says, I thought the contract with Universal to hold the rights to the Hulk was expired back in 2023, but there are rumors saying they might have a World War Hulk project. Well, yeah, it probably will happen after the next phase, whatever they're going to do. But I think it's too little too late now with Hulk. Marvel fan says, what's your thoughts on the Avengers Doomsday Cast 27 that have been announced on a 5-6 hour live stream? Oh, what, the one with the chairs, and they showed a chair every 15 minutes. That was one of the most pathetic pieces of marketing I've ever seen. They could have done a 2 to 3 minute little sizzle reel of everybody starring in it. That was stupid.
Can I just give my thoughts on that?
Yeah, of course you can.
Obviously, I do like the MCU, but I do feel like the MCU did die with Iron Man. And it's been up and down since, but I'd say since Endgame, we've had 2 good Marvel films that have been like amazing or wow, and that's Guardians 3 and Thunderbolts. And I personally think they shouldn't have revealed the cast. I think they should have just not done an announcement.
Yeah, I think you might be
because
right.
there's some really good characters in there, and they could have built all that up for some really. It's like we know the X-Men are in it, this are in it, in from Shang-Chi, and they just could have left that for some really good, like. Oh, the X-Men! Oh, wow! You know, they could have just kept that for some epic surprises, but we know they're in it. But we know that they've got to have some surprises up the sleeve. We know that.
Yeah, I've heard David
They're not
Hasselhoff
just,
playing
the
Nick.
thing is, the work just to reveal that cast.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
that's
work,
the best thing.
the thing is, the work just to have that cast. They will have loads extra on there, but I'm not hyped for Doomsday because I just see Doomsday as Iron Man gone bad. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. Their glory days are far from over, long gone.
Long gone, yeah.
Yeah, not far from over. But whether the new Avengers will do something to bolster it, I don't know. I think like a whole reboot is needed.
But the thing is, how you going to end the MCU? You can't just keep doing it forever and ever. It has to end.
Yeah, I think they probably will just end it. Definitely by the end of the decade, I think.
The thing is, the MCU would kind of have a good ending if they ended it on Doomsday. They do the whole Doomsday thing and boom. But the thing is, they'll bring in more characters, more this, more that, more, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Jamie says, already regret it. What have I done, lol?
Hello, CJ. Oh!
Good evening, Slipknot fan. We've got Red Romantic saying evening all. Evening, Red Room. Been a while. How's everyone? Hope everyone's good. Doing good. I hope you're doing well as well, Red Room. Thanks for joining. Great to see you. We've got Slipknot fans saying, have any of you seen The Relic? Have you seen The Relic?
No, I always see that because it's got quite an interesting cover, isn't it?
It has.
Yeah, it's one of
What
those
is The Relic?
It's got a red front cover in it.
It's like Bad Taste, that Peter Jackson film. It's one of those covers you always see when you're a kid and you think, oh, I'd like to see what that is, but yeah, I've never watched it.
Have you seen it, Ryan?
What film's this?
Relic.
Relic. Ooh, the Relic. That's the 90s one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Never even seen it.
Sai says it's got Tom Sizemore in it, and yes, the cinema. He's a fan of it. Jamie says, I'm looking forward to Mission Impossible, something called Weapons, Superman, Fantastic Four, 28 years later. That looks really good from the trailers. I'm really excited for that. I think that might actually be the one for the summer season I'm most looking forward
I'll
to.
tell you one film that I'm waiting for, and I think it's going to be the best film. It's going to be the best film of the decade, the century, the millennium, the Crazy J movie. I'm still waiting for that.
I thought you were going to say the Ray movie.
No, hooray! No, I'm waiting for the Crazy J film, Mr. Powell. Get that fucking wig on. But yeah, I can't wait for the Crazy J movie. And you know what's going to be the best cameo in Doomsday?
Crazy J.
Yeah.
Superman, Lilo and Stitch, Jurassic World, Predator, Badlands, Zootropolis 2, Wicked 2, and Avatar 3. Yeah, Wicked 2, I'm looking forward to that. Avatar, I'm not too fussed. But only a couple. But yeah, that's a good list of blockbusters there, Jamie, and I'm kind of looking forward to Lilo and Stitch. Weapons look interesting. Oh yeah, that's a new horror film, isn't it? A lot of people are saying that looks pretty good. That's getting some good positive buzz.
This year we will get something, and it'll just be like the surprise of the year. But we don't know what it'll be. But guaranteed, something will come out of nowhere, and it'll just be like a massive surprise.
It probably has been Sinners.
I would agree. I enjoyed Sinners, but I think it was hyped up.
We got Marvel Boy here saying, "Hey guys, hey Marvel Boy, what
Hey.
this might be Min Hao Ju." I don't know. Got everybody chatting to themselves. I'm so excited for Predator Dadlands and Fantastic Four. Anyone else excited on these? Yeah, Predator could be quite good. Harry was great. I have to wait and see. The new Predator design is a bit odd. Fantastic Four, I'm kind of not that fussed about, to be honest. Yeah, more interested in Superman and that sort of like superhero style stuff. What about you, Amy?
So,
What was that? Jamie?
me.
Yeah, did
I thought you
you?
just said something.
So yeah, I have watched the Fantastic Four trailer, but I don't think much to it. It doesn't show a lot, and it doesn't like have me like wow. But there was a clip going round that I did watch, and it showed, the rise of the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
There was a scene where obviously Chris Evans is chasing the Silver Surfer in the old one, and then it showed you a clip of the new one where he's chasing the woman, and then he just hangs off the board, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah.
I personally think that they did that scene better in the Chris Evans one. I think Chris Evans did it better than they did in the new one.
The CGI of the Silver Surfer looks way better in the Rise of the Silver Surfer than this new one.
But
really
I saw this meme going round on Facebook, on social media, and it's basically showed you a picture, and it said if Sydney Sweeney was the Silver Surfer, and then in the bottom of the picture, have you seen Mad Max Fury Road?
Yes.
You know when they spray that metal, that silver spray, it basically showed you Nicholas Hoult with spray around his mouth. And then at the top picture, it said if Sydney Sweeney was the Silver Surfer. I thought that was funny.
You know something? I'd love to see a video series of you explaining memes. I think they're more funnier than the memes. Oh dear, that was brilliant.
But the new Fantastic Four trailer doesn't do anything for me. And the thing is, I don't know why they picked Pedro.
No, he's man of the moment.
The thing is, Pedro is a good actor, but I do think he is a bit hyped up because he's in everything now, more or less. He's been in Last of Us. Obviously, he's in the MCU, and he's in Gladiator. They'll just put him in everything now, and he is hyped up as an actor.
He's kind of the new Rock. He's in a bit of everything because he's bankable. Yeah,
he is a bit hyped up, I will admit.
Well, what about you, Amy? New Predator and Fantastic Four?
I don't really know much about Predator.
No.
Is the Predator the good guy in this?
Apparently so.
That'd be interesting. That is an interesting take.
It is. What about you, Ryan? What about these two films?
To be honest, I'm just gonna say them when I see them. To be honest, but if I'm not really excited for anything at the moment. There's nothing to be excited about except for me. It's Karate Kid and Mission Impossible.
Yep.
But it's just like I got to now. For me, I don't want to hype myself way too up because I don't want to end up being disappointed. If you know what I mean.
I definitely know.
You know, I'm going to be cutting and everything. That's what I don't want to be. I don't want to do. So I'll see when it comes out. That's what I'm just gonna do from there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Marble Boy, I think this might actually be an hard by the way. Gary says the Brothers of Chernobyl is my top 10 movies of all time has come to Criterion on 4K. That's cool. Yeah, I'm interested in that now. The Brothers of Chernobyl. It's French, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it probably is.
The Brothers of Chowder.
Chowder.
Ryan, did you like your Alligator 4K?
Yes, I did. I really loved Alligator. I thought it was really good building up on tension. I really loved the scene like where the alligator bursts out of the sewer system, and I love the scene like where literally the alligator literally devours an entire human, all in one. It's pretty crazy. It's a really underrated gem, I will admit. I can tell where it's got its cult status from. It's a brilliant 4K restoration, and for the price I paid for it, it was only like 12 quid. So I'm happy that I got it. When I could. Right.
Got Sai here saying I suggest what's that, Matthew Broderick? I know a guy with the name of Jeremy Carr. He's a die-hard trance fan. Awesome. Got my ticket for Ministry in August of 02. Also Ministry of Great Super Hard Rocker. 3 songs in that movie. Yeah, I seen also remember the film Hardware from the 90s and that had songs from Stigmata. I remember renting trance about every month in the 80s for your daughter. Sounds interesting. Check that one out. Still need to see trances myself. I'm going to try to watch it this week since I've heard so much praise from you and Jeremy. Great stuff. Great stuff. And with that, we are at the end of the comments. And it's been 2.5 hours and it's gone actually pretty quickly. I must admit, it's been a heck of a lot of fun. And I really did enjoy it. I know this was like a bit of a last minute thing to do the stream, but we've been hankering for some streaming for a little while. So, yeah. So, what we got here, we've got such our fans saying awesome. Jamie said it's been a great stream tonight. All thanks for entertaining us. Thank you, Jamie, and thank you everybody for watching. Thank you ever so much to Brian for joining, Justin to joining, Amy for joining, and obviously Jamie Batman as well for joining. Oh dear me, but yeah, we're hoping to do another stream probably a week on Saturday. Hopefully do one every fortnight on a Saturday. I think that'd be quite a good idea. Get some guests on and chat about all things movies, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So we've got Slipknot fans saying, "See you all later, everybody."
Yeah.
Slipknot fan. We've got Sai saying, great comeback, Pete and Amy. Oh, thanks ever so much, Sai. Really do appreciate it, mate. Good to see you back live. Thanks ever so much, Gary. Really did enjoy it. Sai says, night night, guys. Night night, Sai.
Night.
And Jamie says, I don't know why, but Jamie reminds me of Postman.
Postman Pat, and he's black and white cat.
No, and his black and white pussy.
Black and white pussy.
As Crazy Jay says, more like Postman Twat.
Postman twat, and his black and white pussy.
And Gary says, Pete, watch the Samurai 4K. Yeah, because we were going to watch that the other week, weren't we? Well, we might watch that next weekend. Yeah, that's a really good recommendation there, Gary. Yeah, I've been wanting to watch that for a while. I definitely want to get onto it soon. If not, that could be on the next recommendations of what we could watch. To get voting. So yeah, so we'll hopefully be back in a couple of weeks' time on Saturday night where we'll have a whole host of guests chatting about good old movies and that. But thank you ever so much, everybody, for taking the time. Really do appreciate it. I'll put links to everybody's channels in the comment section down below. Jamie's already buggered off.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, good night, everybody. Have a great rest of the bank holiday. Oh, he's back to say bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Oh, Jamie Powell said the new Doctor Who will be Russian. His name is Ivor Chestakov. Actually, would be a good doctor. Yeah. And Gary says,
Bye, everybody. Bye.
No, everyone.
Can you imagine if CJ was Doctor Who? Oh, I'm in my turdis. Oh.
I like having six so long to end the life.
Right, bye, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.